Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you're going to find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button. We are so very close now, literally less than 100. I think we need 80, no, 78 of you beautiful people to click that red button, and we will be at 7,500 subscribers. So thank you so much, everybody who showed up, who's commented, who's liked, who shared. All of that stuff means the world to me. So thank you so much. We are almost there. And that's the theme. That's been the theme for the last couple of months at work, in life, helping with Julie's shop. We are almost there. This video also, thank you to all of my hoodie is all jacked up and I don't know why. All of the SkyDxddy fans who have come to the channel the last few days. One of my videos, a review from 7 months ago or whatever, got picked up somewhere. You guys have showed up, commented. Thank you so much, sharing your stories. Some of your stories are very heavy and very important. And so thank you for having the courage to share. I posted on that video, and I'll say it again here. Normally when somebody comments on my channel, unless the comment is completely out of line or just nonsensical, I usually heart them. I'm not big enough yet that I'm getting so many comments that I can't react to them in some way. But on some of those, I don't feel it's appropriate to do that because some of the stories you're sharing are not something you thumbs up, right? They're not, but I just want to say that I do appreciate and understand and respect and encourage you to share your stories, because the more people who share their stories about trauma or abuse, addiction, all of that stuff, is the more people who are willing to speak about that, the easier it is for other people to speak about that. So thank you so much. And this video was recommended by some of you, and I was like, you know what, today we're going to do it. Today we're going to take a look at SkyDxddy featuring Citizen Soldier and the song Heavy. And it's interesting, and we'll talk about it through the song, how this hits close to home, but also hits with some things that have happened recently with people that I know. And that's what makes this song so important, I think, but also the perspective that we get in this song, not just from SkyDxddy, but Citizen Soldier, from the male and the female perspective of this topic. It is important that we get both perspective, because everybody is struggling with this. Everybody goes through this. And we can't ignore it, period, regardless of who is going through it, who is suffering, who is struggling. So that's why we're going to take a look at Heavy today. This is a live review. I've listened to this before. We'll talk about the music, pauses necessary, etc., and so on. If you are in the live stream, say hi. I love talking to you guys. And if you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But this is SkyDxddy featuring Citizen Soldier and the song Heavy. Here we go. Cheers.
You're like who I've become. Only want me when I'm numb. What happened to the life of the party? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I've got a closet full of skeletons, but I don't think that you can handle them. I've got a million reasons why I keep it guarded. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. So now I'm too depressing to be around. I'm guessing being friends with me is just too hard. There's danger in expressing, and safety in suppressing, and burying my broken parts. The more that I speak my mind, the more I get left behind. 'Cause I'm the kind of heavy no one wants to carry. The more that I spill my soul, the more that I get let go. 'Cause I'm the kind of heavy no one wants to carry. Bleeding out, biting on my tongue.
So strong. And the reason that this is important, and people who go through trauma, who go through abuse, who go through these things, they have a sense of sometimes a sense of not really guilt, but they feel like they're not worth other people caring for them anymore. They feel like they're going to be a burden, or they feel like the things that they're going through are going to be too much for other people to to help with, or to help carry that burden. And it is why people often don't talk, they don't open up, they don't speak out. And so this is really that vocalization of that feeling, which is hard to describe. It's not, it's kind of like guilt. It's not really guilt. It's that sense of not wanting to bring other people down, or not feeling like you're worth other people's time because of what you've been through. And it's such a sad thing that happens to people, and it causes them to not seek out help. It causes them not to seek out other people. And it's unfortunate, because there are people that are willing to carry, that are willing to help you shoulder that, but you feel like you can't. And it sucks that people get put in that place by their own minds often. It just really sucks. And so hearing that from her perspective is fantastic. And then hearing that fantastic in a way that it's a strong message that more people need. They need to understand, and vocalize that more. And then we hear it again from him.
I'm the kind of heavy, no one wants to carry. Bleeding out, biting on my tongue.
Avoid me when I'm vulnerable. My story makes you so uncomfortable. Feels like being brave is what gets you discarded. Don't get me started, don't get me started. The disbelief deep in your eyes and saying I need help left a crater in my mind that makes me blame myself. Cause the truth if it keeps getting disregarded. Don't get me started. The more that I speak my mind, the more I get left behind. Cause I'm the kind of heavy, no one wants to carry. The more that I spill my soul, the more that I get let go. Cause I'm the kind of heavy, no one wants to carry. Bleeding out, biting on my tongue.
I think the importance, especially of this section, is this is something we don't hear a lot about. Or when we do, like that line where he says, the disbelief in your eyes when I say I need help. That is, a lot of guys have been there. I've been there. Thankfully, not with the people close to me in my lives, but I've been there with people where if you talk about the things that have happened to you, if you talk about the trauma, and you say I need help, well, you're a man. You should need help. What do you mean you need help? And that idea of being a burden carries through here too. So seeing it from both lenses is important, because it's a similar concept, but we often only hear about it from one perspective. And hearing a man step up and say this happens to me too is so important. And so somebody close to me has said to me that they know they have a support system, but they don't want to be a burden. And they know, and I've expressed to them, you have people, and they know they have people, but they still can't escape that sense in their mind that if they do speak out, that they're a burden, that they're bringing other people down. And I agree, we hold it inside because we're afraid people won't understand and they will react negatively and not be supportive. And it's a valid fear. It's a very valid fear, because it happens. There's many times where I've seen people, men especially, myself, share things like that, and they're always told, sit down, shut up, be stronger, it's not your turn, keep it inside. And so I love that SkyDxddy and Citizen Soldier have put this perspective together from both sides and said, here is what it's like to be a person, man or woman, going through this. And it's different, the lyrics are different to express that, but it's the same. And I think that's what makes this song so important. Musically, it's fantastic. I love their vocals together. But this is such an important message that people really need to to wrap their heads around. And I was thinking of shoot, and I talked right over my own brain when I was thinking of an example to really show that, and I lost it. But again, it is important to reach out, and you might be rejected. You might have people, like Ed said, you might have people react negatively. But it's important to find people and find the people in your lives that will be supportive. It's such a huge thing. This is really a great message and a good song, really good song. I love their vocals together.
'Cause I'm the kind of heavy, no one wants to carry, bleeding out, biting on my tongue.
Don't want anyone to drown with me. I'll lose everyone if I'm not fake. Rather
feel like
die
you have
than
to put
let
a
you
mask
see
on.
me break. I'm too heavy. I'm too heavy.
Don't want anyone to drown with me. I'll lose everyone if I'm not fake. I'd rather die than let you see me break. I'm too heavy, too heavy.
Feeling like I'm not become. Only
So
want
sad.
me when I'm numb. What happened to the life of the party? Don't get me started.
The more that I speak my mind, the more I get left.
And I think when she says, what happened to the life of the party, I think that's another aspect of it too, where if you were one of those people that was, if people knew you before you went through something that put you in this place, then you feel like you have to maintain this image, the person you were before, or you're going to lose your friends, or you're afraid of dragging them down, drowning them, pulling them under with you. And I can say that your real friends will not be drowned with you. They want to help hold you up. It's just a matter of finding out who they are, and opening up and letting them know. And if they don't support you, they're not your friends. And that's a hard thing for people to realize, because we want so badly to have friends. Our society's built around that way. Social media is built around that way. But I can tell you right now that my life, and it took me a lot of years to get here. I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 this year. And, thanks to the commenter recently who called me an old man. I hope you are lucky enough to make it this far. I don't mind being called an old man. I've learned over this time that having just a couple of really, really good friends is much better than having a large group of friends. It's much more fulfilling to have that. And so people look around and think they only have a couple of friends, and they think that's a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing. And I remember the anecdote that I was going to tell that supports what he was saying there is, I was at a concert one time, and I had a drunk girl walk up to me and grab me, grab my genitals. And I didn't know her, total stranger, and in that moment I was like, what the hell? Like, really, what possesses somebody to put their hands on somebody else? And when I tell that story often, and there's probably going to be people out there that are like, what do you mean you were creeped out by it? You thought it was weird. You're a guy, you should love that. Like, that is the reaction I often get when I share. And so I don't share that anecdote very often. Now I'm sharing it with, all the people that are going to watch this video. But there are people that are just like, what do you mean? You thought that was wrong, or it made you uncomfortable. That is the reaction that guys often get when they talk about stuff like that. And so often then we don't share that, because we know people won't believe that it was a problem. And so that is kind of his perspective on that, is people won't believe me. That look of doubt in their eyes when I say that I need help, or that I'm suffering, or that I'm in pain. They don't want to hear it from us. And so I'm so glad that she put that into this as that duality.
What happened to the life of the party? Don't get me started.
The more that I speak my mind, the more I get left behind. 'Cause I'm the kind of heavy, no one
That's good. That's a good song. That is really good. I love their vocals together. Love the song. Lyrics are fantastic. If you if you are struggling, if you are suffering, you find somebody, and if you don't have anybody, there are resources. Find them, please, because there is somebody out there who will listen. There is somebody out there who will try to help you. And I know it's easy to feel like that's not true. And in some cases, it is a very difficult for people. I get it. I'm not going to diminish what some people are going through and how hard it is to find support, but keep fighting and looking, and some you will find it. Thank you, Ed. All I can do is tell stories on this channel, and really how I feel about this. This is probably one of her best songs. I would have to say. I love SkyDxddy's stuff. Be sure to go check out her channel if you're not already a subscriber there. Be sure to subscribe here. Get us to 7,500 as soon as possible. And Ed, everybody else who was here, I saw a few people that weren't in the comments, but popped in to watch. Thank you so much. And if you're watching watching the video, the recording, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Continue to share your stories. Again, it is important. And keep fighting. And everybody else, thank you so much. I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.